that Ekadashi Prasadam is allowed during the fasting. Some people take Nirjala because it's just till 12 o'clock. It's just like skipping breakfast, nothing much, right? So, yeah, so today we will discuss more about Radharani's glories, right? So that tomorrow we will just reproduce whatever we learned today. Tomorrow we will just do that to please Radharani, right? First thing, singing Radhikashtakam, translation is more important. Second thing, fasting, right? Third, praying very, very, we have to pray painstakingly, right? Very, very carefully we have to pray. Just go and cry in front of Radharani tomorrow. That's the best thing we can do, because we all know we are fallen and we are not able to do our sadhana properly. We are not able to chant properly. Shuddhanam, we are not able to chant. We are doing so many offenses, right? So knowingly, unknowingly we are not able to control because of Rajoguna, Tamoguna and everything. Right? So that's why we have to cry and pray, saying that I am not qualified to even call out Krishna's name, right? And I'm not able to follow anything properly, right? I'm filled with anarthas. Just bless so that we can all, we can go back home. Not going back home, at least become devotees, proper devotees in this lifetime itself, right? And then we can go back home, back to Godhead without even asking for it. But the main thing is earning that qualification by becoming pure devotees. That is very important. Right? So yeah, let's begin. So let's begin with this. Why did Krishna come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Anyone knows?
In the mode of Radharani.
Yeah, but why did he come? He came in the form of Radharani, in the mood of Radharani, yes, but why did he come?
To experience how she was feeling in separation. Hare Krishna.
Yes, to experience how she was feeling in separation. Okay, that is one idea. Next. Anyone? Three reasons. There are three internal reasons why he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can put your answers in the chat also. Yeah, I got an answer. Yeah, to spread bhakti and love, to spread the Sankirtan movement. That is the external reason. So totally 5 reasons, out of which 2 are external reasons, right? And one is, 3 are internal reasons. So one external reason, as Prabhu said, to spread bhakti, right? To demonstrate how to do devotional service and to spread Sankirtan movement. The next one, what are the real reasons? External reasons are, okay, he came, so he did that. Right? It's like Navanishta Prabhu was saying, no? External reason means, like you want to go to temple and say opposite to temple there is your office or something. So at home you will say, no, I want to go to office, there is some work. But actual reason why you went there was to visit the temple. So the internal reason is you wanted to visit the temple. External reason is opposite to temple there is office. So at home you can say, oh, office work got over fast, so I went to temple. Right? So that is the external reason. So the internal reason why really, Krishna appeared as Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is in the mood and bhav, right? The mood and what do you call? Color, complexion and mood of Radharani, as Mataji said, to taste the love she had for the Lord, right? Radharani's love, nobody can understand. Even Krishna gave up. Krishna couldn't understand as Krishna. So he came as Radharani to understand what really that love is. That is the main reason why he came, right? To understand or to experience, to taste that love of Krishna, love for Krishna that she had. She was feeling more happy. She was feeling, when you serve someone, the person you're serving should be happy, right? When I go give water to someone, that person who takes the water from me should be happy, right? Oh, someone gave me water, now my thirst is gone. But here, something else is happening. Exactly the opposite is happening. The person who's giving water is feeling more happy than the person who is taking that water or service, right? So Krishna is like, what is this? When they are serving me, I should be happy, right? I am happy, but they are 10 times more happier, million times more happier. How? Right? So what is this? What is happening? What is the magic behind it? So he wanted to taste that love, right? And the qualities of Radharani, right? Her service attitude, all the time thinking of some or the other way serving Krishna. How? Right? So in her own way, she used to some or the other way try and serve the Lord, right? So to experience this divine love and qualities of Radharani, right? Two reasons. Third reason why he appeared was to understand his own glories. Why is she always serving me, right? Why not others? She's serving only me, why not others? That is what Krishna had, one big question mark, right? So what is so special about me that she is serving me all the time with so much of unconditional love, right? So three reasons to understand Krishna's own qualities and glories. Why am I so special that she is serving me, right? Next, to taste her love. So much love Krishna had never seen ever. Never ever seen in anybody else or anywhere else, right? So what is making her love so much, and how is that love going to be feeling, right? She's so happy. I also want that happiness, right? To experience that, and then to taste, to experience the qualities of Radharani, right? So these are the three main reasons why Krishna appeared in this world as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So with this we understand, right, the special position Radharani has. He was highly impressed. Nobody else could impress Krishna the way Radharani can impress him, right? And Krishna cannot live without Radharani, because Radharani is the only person who can satisfy Krishna in all the ways, serve Krishna in all the ways, literally all the ways, right? That's why Madhurya Bhav is highest, because it encompasses all the other bhavs in it, all the other mellows or rasas. Vatsalya is incorporated in Madhurya Bhav, Sakhya Rasa is incorporated in Madhurya Ras, right? Dasya is also incorporated, Shanta is also incorporated. Madhurya is the highest, it has everything in it. It's a package. And Radharani is the embodiment of Mahabhav, Mahamadhurya. All right, all that we will see today. So now really Radha Krishna's position. Okay, so we are not qualified to really dig deep and understand it clearly, because we are not in that stage. But whatever little we can, just to, understand and, pray to her properly tomorrow. We are just going through all this, right? So here it is said, Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikrita Hladini Shakti Rasmat Ekat Manav Api Bhuvi Pura Deha Bedam Gatautav Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Adhuna Tadvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhavadyuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. So what does this mean? Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir. Pranaya Vikritir. So Radha, who is Radharani? Krishna's Pranaya Vikriti. Transformation of Krishna's internal potency. Right, word by word, if you have to learn, Vikritir means transformation. So Radha is nobody but just the transformation of Krishna's internal potency or internal energy, loving energy of the Lord, right? Pranaya, that transformation, that humanized form, or when you give a form to Krishna's internal potency, it becomes Radharani. Can you imagine? That is the position of Radharani. Krishna's Shakti she is. She is not an ordinary living entity. She is not an ordinary devotee. She is Krishna's Shakti in a form. If that Shakti is given a form, hands, legs, face, that becomes Radharani. Can you imagine? Right? So the loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Right? And although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they are separated eternally. Right? Radha Krishna ekatanu hai. Right? Radha Krishna ekatanu hai. Tanu means body. So one body. Radha Krishna are actually one body. Right? But they have separated eternally for pastimes purpose. Right? So when I have some energy, say I have energy, that energy is inside me, right? So me and that energy cannot be separated. But here, so same way, Radha is Krishna's energy. So Krishna is having that energy, right? But for pastime purpose, he pulls out that energy from him and gives that energy a shape and a form, and she becomes Radharani. That energy becomes Radharani. So for pastime purpose, they have eternally separated, right? So Radha and Krishna are one, but they have eternally separated themselves for pastime purpose, to enjoy loving pastimes, right? And they have united again. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? So in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form, what happens? It is Krishna who comes down, but he takes the color, complexion, and the mood of Srimati Radharani, the devotee's mood, right? And comes down. So it is 50-50. It's a mix of Krishna and Radha, right? So I bow down to them who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. So that is Radharani's position. Okay, so now we will talk little about appearance of Srimati Radharani. So anyone knows this story in short? The appearance of Srimati Radharani? You can see the pictures. Yes?
Radharani was born in Raval Mataji in Barsana.
Yes. How? Anyone knows? How she was found, or how she appeared? Okay. So thank you, Mataji. Yeah. So as Mataji said, in Raval, right? So this happened. You can see in the picture. What happened? Who is this? Anyone knows this person? Who is it?
Rishabhanu Mataji.
Mataji is her
King
father.
Rishabhanu.
Yeah, Rishabhanu, right? So what happened? Rishabhanu prayed diligently to they did tapasya basically. Both Rishabhanu and his wife, I think Kirtida, if I'm not wrong, right? So both of them did severe austerities and tapasya, and then and what did they ask for? They wanted Lord Vishnu as their daughter. Can you imagine? So they wanted female version of Krishna, basically, right? So that is what they were praying for. They wanted Lord Vishnu, but in the form of a daughter, not as a son, right? So that then they got that benediction. Then Krishna said, "Okay, sanctioned." Then what happened? Here you can see that it's actually a golden lotus flower. This is Raval, as Mataji said. It's near Vrindavan, Barsana, right? So there is a lotus flower. It's a golden lotus flower, big, huge lotus flower. Okay, where a baby can even sleep in it. You can see, right? So it's a huge, very peculiar lotus flower, golden lotus flower, which is tinged pinkish. Okay, so it was lying there, and then when Vrishabhanu was passing through, he found this golden lotus flower. So he was like, this flower is so big. So he came near to see what is there, and inside that flower, he found the baby. Right, this is Radharani actually, right? So she was lying in that lotus flower, and he was so happy. Then he didn't know what to do, right? So but he was happy. So that time what happened? Brahma appeared. Okay, Lord Brahma appeared, and he said, you did severe penances and austerity for the daughter, for a daughter, right? So this is Krishna's benediction. You take her. He only gave you, right? So you take her. So they say he was so happy, and he took the baby and he went home. But then what happened? They waited. They had so much of happiness at home, but then what happened? They were all sad also. Why? Because Radharani had her eyes closed. The baby never opened her eyes and never spoke. Right? As in, never even cried. That voice was not even coming out of the mouth. Right? Eyes was closed, and mouth was also closed. She was not making any noise. So they all thought, okay, maybe the baby is blind and dumb. So that was the most saddening part. So they were not very happy. So actually Vrishabhanu did not even tell anybody about the daughter, because he thought, okay, I've got a blind and dumb daughter. What will I celebrate? Why will I even tell others? So he did not even tell anybody. Then what happened? Narada Muni came and told, no, do not do that. You make a big, arrange for a big feast, celebrate, call all your friends and all. Right? So he was like, okay. And then he arranged for a big feast. And then he called Nanda Baba and Yashoda Mata and everybody from all his best friends, right? So he called in and around Raval everywhere. And they all came. Right? So Nanda Maharaj came, Yashoda Mata came. So Krishna also came. So what happened? The Radharani, you can see in the picture, was lying in her cradle. And immediately Krishna was crawling at that time. He was in crawling stage. So he was crawling all around the house, okay? So he went to the cradle and he climbed up and he wanted to see who is in that cradle, right? So he was peeping through and seeing. And Radharani, I already told her eyes was closed and her mouth was also, she was not making any noise, right? But she could smell Krishna, right? As soon as Krishna was crawling towards the cradle, she smelt him, and then what happened? She immediately opened her eyes to see Krishna. She wanted to see Krishna first, right? So immediately when she opened her eyes, she could see Krishna. And then she started laughing, right? So then everybody got to know, okay, she's not blind or dumb. This is the plan, you know. She wanted to see Krishna first. She wanted to meet Krishna first. That's why she acted blind and dumb all these days, right? So that is how devoted Radharani is right from her birth. Can you imagine? She did not even want to see others, right? She wanted to see Krishna first. So, this proves right from her birth, it proved how close she was and to Krishna and how devoted she was. You know, she's actually Krishna. All of us, get enchanted by Krishna. We all glorify Krishna, right? But Krishna glorifies Radharani. So, in a way, if you see, Krishna, Radharani is actually the controller of Krishna himself, right? But she was still calling herself a Dasi of Krishna, extremely humble, right? That's why we worship Radharani today. She is considered the greatest devotee, and we worship in all the temples. Prabhupada has arranged for Radha Krishna worship, right? Because that is her position, right? Now we will see in detail. So, who is Srimati Radharani? So all this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Radhika Hayena Krishnera Pranaya Vikara Swarupa Shakti Hladini Namaya Anhara. Anyone read the translation, please?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Srimati Radhika is the transformation of Krishna's love. She is his internal energy called Ladini.
Haribol. Yeah, so we already saw, right? So who is Radhika? Krishnera Pranaya Vikara. So Krishna's energies or love's transformation is Srimati Radharani. Love, what do you call? Personified. Love personified. When love becomes a person, that is Srimati Radharani. That is her position. And she is the internal energy. There are three kinds of internal energy of Krishna, right? What are they? Anyone? Yes, what are the three kinds of internal potencies of Krishna? No one knows. Why? What happened? So, there are three kinds, okay? Like how we have three. Yeah, yes, Usha Mataji.
Bhagwan, Paramatma, and Brahman.
No, that is three levels of realization of Krishna. Okay,
Hare
so there
Krishna.
are no issues. So there are three kinds of energies of the Lord that we all know: internal energy, external energy, marginal energy. Right? Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, and Tatastha Shakti. Now, this Antaranga Shakti or internal energy is also divided into three forms. Okay, three types. That is Samvit, Sandhini, and Hladini. Right? Satchidananda. Right? The such potency is Sandhini, the eternal. Sat means eternal, right? That eternity for Krishna comes from Sandhini Shakti. Then Chid, right? Chid means knowledge potency. So Samvit gives Krishna the knowledge. Samvit energy of Krishna gives him all the knowledge. He's Abhigna, right? So he knows everything. Everything that is happening around in all the three worlds, in the spiritual world, in everyone's heart, what is happening, everything he knows, right? So where is that knowledge coming from? The energy, his energy called Samvit, right? Sandhini, Samvit. And next, happiness for Krishna or love right, for Krishna comes from Hladini potency. Hladini energy is one of the other type of internal potency, and she is personified, and she is none other than Srimati Radharani. Right? So she is the internal potency. So that is what I was trying to explain in the beginning of the class. The energy is always inside us, right? I have energy, you have energy, we all have energy, but energy cannot be seen. It is inside us, right? But Krishna, what he did, he also has, no, this is his energy, which is inside him, but he pulled her out. He pulled that energy out and gave that energy of form, and she became Radharani, right? So Hladini Shakti of the Lord, right? So she is none other than Hladini Shakti of the Lord. महाभाव स्वरूपा श्री राधा ठाकुराणी सर्वगुणा खानी कृष्ण कांता शिरोमाणी. Yes, translation.
Hare Krishna Mataji, may I read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah.
Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all the lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hi, well, thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, so Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhav stage. Mahabhav is even beyond Bhav, right? We have 9 stages of Bhakti, right? Starts from Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prema. That Bhava, what we have before Prema, is Bhava stage. After that, we have Krishna Prema stage, right? 9th stage. But this is 10th stage. Even after attaining Krishna Prema, there is something more to attain or achieve that is called Mahabhav, which Radharani has achieved. And in fact, she is the embodiment of Mahabhav stage, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has achieved Mahabhav stage and Radharani has achieved Mahabhav stage. It is not easy to achieve, right? And that is why they are considered such great, right? I mean, Radharani. This is called Mahabhav stage, right? And she is the embodiment of Mahabhav, which is even beyond Prema, Krishna Prema. We all pray for Krishna Prema every day, right? But even beyond Krishna Prema, if there is anything to achieve, that is something Radharani has achieved. That is Mahabhav. And she's the repository of all good qualities, and she's the crest jewel among the lovely consorts of of Krishna. Right? So many gopis are there, so many queens of Dwarka are there, right? So many Lakshmis are there. Lakshmi is in fact in Krishna's chest, right? But she is the crest jewel among all of them. She is the chief, right? Why is she chief? Anyone knows the answer? Why? Yes, Muralidhar Prabhu? No one knows? Okay, so that we will see. Okay, so yeah, I think we will talk about it. Yes. Krishna preme bhavite yandra chetindriya kaya Krishna nija shakti radha kridara sahaya. So now we learnt about little bit about who is Radharani, right? Although we are not qualified to understand it clearly, little bit we learnt. Now we will start learning about Srimati Radharani. Okay, so anyone read the translation?
Hare Krishna Mataji, may I?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Her mind, senses, and body are steeped in love for Krishna. She is Krishna's own energy and she helps him in his pastimes. Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. So now we understand, right? Why is she considered chief? There are so many Lakshmis, there are so many queens, there are so many gopis. But Radharani is considered chief because her mind, senses, and body are always steeped in love for Krishna. They are always steeped, engrossed, right? Uh, Prabhupada says sugarcane is there, no? Sugarcane and the juice cannot be separated, no? Sugarcane and juice cannot be separated. So, even sun and sunshine cannot be separated. That is how Radharani is. Radharani and Krishna are one, right? The love for the Lord is given by this potency, pleasure-giving potency called Hladini Shakti, right? So, her mind and senses and body are always steeped in love for Krishna. So why Krishna separates, gets separated from this energy called Hadini Shakti and gives, why is because it's not just for pastime, it is to teach us how we should serve Krishna. Right, her duty as pleasure giving potency is to give pleasure to Krishna, right, or is pleasure, in other words, love for Krishna, right? So how to give love for Krishna? Krishna wanted to teach all of us, because Krishna wants all of us to go back home, back to Godhead one day, right? Someday. But we don't know, unless we do this, unless we start giving Krishna love and pleasure, right? That is called bhakti, right? Unless we show some bhakti for Krishna, we are not allowed to enter Goloka, right? Because the contaminations that we have, the anarthas, that we can have only in material world. It's not allowed in spiritual world, right? That's why we are not allowed. But Krishna wants us to go back to Goloka somehow or the other. So what he does, he wants to teach all of us how we have to serve the Lord, how we have to love the Lord, right? How we need to give pleasure to the Lord, right? So Radharani is the perfect inspiration, role model, how we have to love the Lord. So Krishna wanted to show to the world, right? And Radharani is so engrossed in her job. What is her duty? To give pleasure, right? Pleasure giving potency she is, right? So her job is to give pleasure. Every microsecond she thinks, how do I serve the Lord today? How do I serve Krishna so that he smiles, he gives, he becomes happy? How do I love him so that he feels loved? Right, so her mind, senses and body are always steeped in love for Krishna. In the same chapter it is written, this is all from Chaitanya Charitamrita chapter 4, okay, Adi Leela. So it's given, gopis and Radharani used to get dress up, right? They used to dress up so nicely. Every day they used to wear new clothes, makeup, new flowers, nice flowers and ornaments and everything. Why? It's in the material world, it's called material. It's like, what is this? She's just dressing up, right? Showing off. That's it. That is what it is called. But in the spiritual world, why they used to dress up? Because one day what happened, when Krishna saw them, right, with all nice ornaments and all that, Krishna got enchanted. He kept on seeing them, right? Gopis and their clothes he kept on seeing, their ornaments he kept on seeing. Then he started, becoming happy seeing them, the way they got ready for him. Then gopis understood, oh, the more we dress up, the more Krishna becomes happy. So to make Krishna happy, they were ready to do anything. So they were like, okay, if I dress up well, Krishna will feel more happy. So I will dress up more and more for him. So that's how every day they went to meet Krishna. They used to dress up more and more for him, and they used to go. More they used to dress up, more happy Krishna used to feel. And more Krishna used to feel happy, gopis were like, I want to make him more happy, so I'll dress up more for him. Right? This is just an example, just to tell you all how they used to serve the Lord. Can you imagine how they used to serve? Everything was dedicated to serving the Lord, serving and making Krishna happy. Right? So there was a competition between they dressing up and the happiness Krishna felt. So happiness was increasing, their dressing up was also increasing. That means their service was increasing to make Krishna happy, and Krishna became more and more happier seeing their service. So happiness was also increasing. So this competition nobody won in it. Everybody are winners. Nobody lost in it either. Right? So that is the way that this is called Gopi Bhav. This is called something beyond our understanding. If there's something exists beyond our understanding, it's Radha Krishna pastimes, right? So yeah, Krishna Kanta Gana Deki Trivida Prakara Eka Lakshmi Gana Pure Mahishi Gana Ara Brajangana Rupa Ara Kanta Gana Sara Shri Radhika Haite Kanta Ganera Vistara. Yeah, translation.
I'll read Mataji if you, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll read Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. The beloved consorts of Lord Krishna are of three kinds: the goddesses of fortune, the queens, and the milkmaids of Braja, who are the foremost of all, These consorts all proceed from Radhika, just as the fountainhead, Lord Krishna, is the cause of all incarnations. So Sri Radha is the cause of all these consorts. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So this is Radharani's position. So Radharani, we already saw. They wanted Vishnu as daughter. So Vishnu's female form or Krishna's female version is Radharani. That is clear, right? So now, when Krishna expands into Narayana, Radharani expands into Lakshmi. So you understand the origin of Lakshmi. That's why Radharani is called Adi Lakshmi. Adi means the origin, right? So when we all know Adi Narayana is Krishna. The origin of Narayana or Vishnu is Krishna, right? Same way, Lakshmi's origin, Lakshmi comes from Radharani, right? So this is something we need to understand. The when Krishna takes a particular form and performs a particular pastime, as the concert of that particular form of Krishna, Radharani expands. When Krishna went to Dwaraka as a king, as Vasudeva, right? In Vrindavan we don't call him Vasudeva, right? When he goes to Dwaraka we call him Vasudeva. When he goes to Dwaraka as Vasudeva, he marries the queens in Dwaraka, right? So those queens are all again. So when Krishna goes to Dwaraka as Vasudeva, Radharani also goes to Dwaraka as the queens of Dwaraka. That is Rukmini, Satyabhama, all the queens that Krishna married to, right? They are all again expansions of Radharani. When Krishna performs rasa dance with so many, expands as so many Krishnas to dance, right? Radharani expands into that many gopis. So gopis are also none other than expansions of Radharani to dance with him. Can you imagine? So if Krishna becomes Rama, Radharani becomes Sita Mata. Can you imagine? So all the feminine power, right, comes from Radharani, and all the male, divinity comes from Krishna. This is something we have to understand. So this is that. So many people ask, no, why Radha Krishna they never got married, right? So how can you marry your own self? That is something people don't understand because they are not advanced, right? Even we are not advanced, but we are at least on that path, trying to understand at least, right? So you cannot marry your own self, right? So how can you marry your own self? It's impossible, right? So same way, so Krishna cannot marry Radharani because Radharani is none other than female version of Krishna only, transformation of his own energy. When you breathe, exhale and inhale, energy gets created, no, within our body, right? So that is one of the kind of energy for our material body. So in the same way, Krishna also has so many energies we discussed. So that is the transformation of that energy's transformation is Radharani. So she is none other than Krishna only, but in a feminine form, right? So that's why he could not marry her, right? So here it is said, like we have in Srimad Bhagavatam, I think Canto 1, 3rd chapter, if I'm not wrong. Fountain, Krishna is the fountainhead of all the incarnations. Same way here it is said, Radharani is the fountainhead of all his concerts, right? All Krishna's concerts. Next, Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Sarvasva Sarvakanta Shiromani. Yeah, it translation. Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Radha is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda, and she is also the enchantress of Govinda. She is the be all and end all of Govinda and the crest jewel of all his concerts. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so she is the Govinda Nandini, Anandini. She gives pleasure to Govinda, and Govinda Mohini, right? She also enchants Govinda. So Krishna is called Madana Mohana. We all know this, right? Madana Mohana, that is Krishna enchants all of us, right? But Radharani is called Madana Mohana Mohini. Enchantress of that Madana Mohana or Krishna is Radharani, right? So Krishna steals our hearts, but Krishna's heart is also stolen, that Radharani does, right? So Krishna is our controller, supreme controller, but Radharani is Krishna's controller. Krishna is also being controlled, and that is Radharani, Right? She is the controller. Right? So she is the be all and end all of Govinda. Chaitanya Charitamritam is something you all have to read. It cannot be explained. Just such nectarian words, how can we even explain all this? We just have to read and we get that sweetness in our mind. Hair stands, when you read certain verses. So it's an experience. Reading in itself becomes an experience when it comes to Chaitanya Charitamritam. कृष्णमयी कृष्णयारा भीतरे बाहिरे यान्हा यान्हा नेत्र पादे तान्हा कृष्ण स्फुरे. Yeah, Muttamanikam Prabhu, translation.
Yes, Mother. Krishnamayi means one who's within and without our Lord Krishna. She sees Lord Krishna wherever she casts her glance. Krishnamayi means she is identical with Lord Krishna, for she embodies and mellows of love. The energy of Lord Krishna is identical with him. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So Krishna Mai means, so here we get the answer, right? Krishna Mai means she is identical with Krishna, right? So she is just the feminine incarnation of Krishna. So she is identical. That's the reason Radha and Krishna are one, we consider, right? Next, Krishna Vancha Purti Rupa Kare Aradhane Atha Eva Radhika Nama Purane Vakhane. Translation, anyone?
I did, Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Her worship, Aradhana, consists of fulfilling the desires of Lord Krishna. Therefore, the Puranas call her Radhika. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you, Prabhu. So beautiful. See, her Radharani's full name is actually Aradhana, full form. In short, it is Radha. Okay, so Aradhana is the full form of Radharani, and Aradhana also means worship, right? So she is the standard of worship. She is, embodiment of worship, right? So when the moment you say worship or Aradhana, it is none other than Radharani, right? So so something we need to understand when we serve Krishna, why we all do devotional service? Anyone? Why are we chanting every day? Why are we offering bhoga to the Lord? Yeah?
To purify, Mataji.
Okay, that is one way.
Sacrifice, Mataji.
Okay. But what is the main reason? Why are we doing some service to Krishna?
To please Krishna Mataji.
Sorry?
Pleasing.
To please
To
the Lord
please, to
Krishna.
make him happy, to please, right? To please Krishna, to make him happy. That is the main thing. As byproducts, we will get purification, all that, all that as byproducts, it will happen. But the main reason is to make Krishna happy. When you go serve someone, say there is an elderly person at home, why are we going and massaging that person's legs? To make him happy, to make your grandmother happy, to make your grandfather happy, right? So to make Krishna happy, we serve. But the pleasure means, happiness means pleasure, right? But that pleasure giving potency is Radharani. So how is your service making Krishna happy? Have you all thought about it? So will your service make him happy? Any answers? Think a little. Why? So pleasure giving potency is Radharani. So how can your service give him pleasure?
By thinking of their pastimes. Maybe like thinking of Radharani.
Exactly. Haribol. When Radharani, so any service that you offer to Krishna, if it is not touched by Radharani or if it is not blessed by Radharani, then Krishna cannot accept it. He will not accept it because it's not going to give him pleasure. Right? So pleasure giving potency is Radharani, and that is why without Radharani's mercy, we cannot get Krishna. Right? We cannot get Krishna. Radharani is the one who recommends us. Radharani, so how do we, there are levels of mercy, right? First is always Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, if he is merciful to us, if you pray to him nicely, what happens? He will Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will become pleased by us, right? And he will shower his mercy upon us. If we get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, then he will connect us to Radharani. Radharani will show us mercy. We will become our mother becomes Radharani. Then, when Radharani showers her mercy upon us, Krishna does not have anything to say. He will just accept us. No matter how we are, what we are, because Radharani has accepted us, Krishna will automatically accept us, because whatever we do starts giving Krishna pleasure. Because Radharani is showering mercy upon us. Can you imagine? So, whatever we do starts giving Krishna pleasure, because Radharani is taking care of us, nurturing us, right? So, then we get Krishna. So, Krishna Prem is actually given to us by Radharani. That's why Krishna cannot give us Krishna Prem. Many devotees go and ask Krishna, Vishnu and all, give me Krishna Prem, give me Krishna Prem. No, he cannot give you Krishna Prem. Only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can give us Krishna Prem, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in the form of Radharani, as in complexion and mood of Radharani. Because there is Radharani's touch in Krishna's form, right, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form, he can give us Krishna Prem. Right? So that's why Krishna Prema Pradayate, Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate we say. Right? Anandalila Maya Vigrahaya Hema Badivya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Right? Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya. He gives us Mahaprema, Krishna Prema. Why? Because Radharani's hand is there in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form. Right? So that is very important. And here it is said all Puranas call her Radhika. But Srimad Bhagavatam is the biggest Purana, no? But Radharani's name is not mentioned only. Why? Anyone? Do we find her name in Srimad Bhagavatam?
Oh,
Yeah? Yes or no?
no, we didn't.
No,
We
no,
don't.
Mataji.
Why? Here it is said Puranas call her Radhika. And she is so important to Krishna. She is the Shakti of Krishna. How can her name not be mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam? Why? Any reasons?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Bhagavatam was written by Sukadeva Goswami.
Hmm.
And Shuka is a parrot of Radharani. So he cannot mention her name as a matter of respect.
Exactly. Haribol, exactly. So Krishna, Shukadeva Goswami, as Mataji said, is parrot of Radharani. So Radharani is like master, no? How can he mention his mother's name, right? So Radharani becomes the caretaker of the parrot. So he cannot mention mother's name exactly in the full name form out of respect, as Mataji said. One more reason is, whenever, even if Shukadeva Goswami hears the name Radharani, or forget about mentioning, even hears or thinks of Radharani's name, he falls into ecstasy and he will not wake up. Right? All of them knew, especially Narada Muni was also present, right? There in that assembly when Shukadeva Goswami was narrating. So they all knew Radharani's name. Even if he thinks about it or someone chants Radharani's name, he will fall into ecstasy and he will never wake up. Parikshit Maharaj had only 7 days, to die. So he had to finish entire Bhagavatam. Right? So that's why they were all very careful. Even Shukadeva Goswami, even by mistake, he did not mention Radharani's name fully, right? Rather, he mentioned in the form of Aradhana, right? Aradhana he mentioned. There is a verse also in Bhagavatam, right? So it is mentioned as Aradhana, but not as Radharani or Radhika, right? So that is important. We need to know. Otherwise, that's why most people do not know all this. What they think from, a lack of knowledge, what they think, okay, Lakshmi is only great, only Lakshmi's name is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. No, Adi Lakshmi is Radharani. Lakshmi is coming from Radharani. So now here are certain characteristics of Srimati Radharani. So she is Sarva Lakshmi, we already saw. Right, so she fully represents the 6 opulences. Lakshmi means goddess of fortune, right? So Krishna has this opulences, right? 6 kinds of opulences. Radharani is the feminine potency which represents all the 6 opulences fully, in full. That's why she's called female Krishna, right? For easy understanding. And Krishna, Radharani is Sarva Kanti, right? So all beauty and luster in the entire world rests in her. So all the Lakshmis or all the gopis or whoever, all the female, incarnations of, the Lord, they take their beauty from Radharani. Radharani is like an ocean. They just go and take their beauty from Radharani's body. I mean, right? She is full of beauty and luster. So all the beauty is actually coming from Radharani in everything in this world, right? And Sri Radha is the full power and Lord Krishna is the possessor of that full power. So Radha is the full power, right? And Krishna is the possessor of that full power. Okay. Now, Radhikara Bhavamurti Prabhura Antara Sei Bhavik Sukha Dukha Uthe Nirantara. Translation.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
The
Krishna.
heart of Lord Chaitanya is the image of Sri Radhika's emotions. Thus, feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. So here Radha Bhavamurti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Radha Bhavamurti or Radhika's Bhavamurti means Bhava means emotions, no? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reflects Radha Bhav. Radharani's emotions is what he reflects. In his pastimes, if you see, especially in Antyalila, right, he expresses Mahabhav stage, where it is full of Radharani's emotions, right? So, in the middle of the night, he wakes up and he says, oh, where is my Krishna? Where is my Krishna? And he goes and bangs his head against wall. He starts bleeding. Swarup Damodar and all, they come running and they start treating Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these are all ecstasies or emotions of Radha Bhav, right? Mahabhav stage. And he goes somewhere and he sees under a tree Krishna sitting. But actually nobody will be sitting. But only he thinks, okay, Krishna is sitting. And he goes near the tree, but Krishna won't be there. So he will again go and bang at the tree and he will get hurt. Right? This is again Mahabhav. He thinks ocean, Bay of Bengal to be Yamuna. And he says, oh, my Yamuna, and he jumps into it. Thinking, it's Yamuna. So again, it's Mahabhav stage. Right? So these are all Mahabhav stage, and that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reflects or shows. Right? So these are called Radha's emotions, Radha Bhav. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Radha Bhava Murti. Okay, and feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly. Okay, Athaeva Sarva Puja Parama Devata Sarva Palika Sarva Jagate Ramata. So this is the supreme position of Radharani. What is she to us? How are we supposed to look at her? Right? Anybody? Translation.
Radha is the Parama Devata, the supreme goddess, and she is worshipable for everyone. She is the protectress of all, and she is the mother of the entire universe.
Haribol. So she is our Parama Devata. She is our mother, right? So as long as we are in the material world, Durga Mata is our mother and Shiva is considered to be our father, material mother and material father. But the moment we become devotees and surrender ourselves unto the lotus feet of Krishna, he pulls us from the control of, Durga Mata or Maya and puts us on the lap of Radharani. She is our actual mother, spiritual mother, right? Helping us, guiding us towards Krishna, right? So that benefit we get, that bonus we get only if we become devotees and surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna, right? This is very important. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, no, 9th chapter, he says, what does he say? Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashrata. Right? Mahatmas are all devotees. So Krishna calls devotees Mahatmas and he says Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashrata. They are going to be on the lap of my energy, Daivim Prakriti, Krishna says, my divine energy. And that divine energy is Radharani, right? So we become, children of Radharani the moment we become devotees. Not just devotees, once we become serious devotees. That is important. So, right? So she is the protectress of all and she is the mother of the entire universe. If Krishna is Jagannath, then Radharani should become the mother, right, of the entire universe. So Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you all. Any questions? So tomorrow, like I said, glorify Radharani, chant more, right? Chant more rounds, sing Radhikashtakam, fast, sing Radha Kripa Kataksha Stotra, right? Now it's time up. So tomorrow in Bhagavatam class, we are anyway chanting that. So requesting all of you to join short Bhagavatam. So we will start the class with, it's very important. It's composed by Lord Shiva. Right? It's a compulsory thing to do on Radhashtami, right? Singing Radha Kripa Kataksha Stotra. And then what else? Yeah, chant more and pray more to Radharani. Okay, any questions?
This recording you'll be giving to
This recording will be there. Yeah, on YouTube, it'll be put on the group also. Yeah, Giridhar Prabhu, about Ayodhya Yatra. How many
Yes,
of you are
Mataji.
coming to Ayodhya Yatra?
No, I have not heard. I have put a poll in the group, Mataji. I have not heard any response yet, Mataji. So.
Okay, please respond to the poll. From here, who is coming? I know Muralidhar Prabhu is coming. Others?
Yeah. So along with me, 5 devotees will be there.
Haribol.
So total, and one more Mataji from Mumbai will be there. So it will be total 6.
Okay, very nice, Prabhu. So others, please, anyone planning or yet to plan? So you can always make the bookings, as early as possible. Prabhu was saying, otherwise you will not get cheap tickets for flight and all that. So book a SAP and yeah, please plan. It's Kartik Yatra, no? It's a big yatra. We have Varanasi, Kashi and all included. Ganga Snan and everything is there. So please do plan. Hare Krishna, thank you all. And please respond to the poll as Prabhu said. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Andakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions? No questions?
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna,
thank
Mataji.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.